like Gresh unleashed.
So NXT, let's speed through some things that went down for NXT that just dropped this past week. Like, let's start with you, Hi-Lite. What was your thoughts on this week's NXT?
Man,
I don't think Squintz watched.
I know one spoiler, and I can't wait to talk about it.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna talk about it. Yeah, we're definitely talk about it.
Well, aside from the spoiler, we're gonna talk about. I definitely enjoyed the little brief tease, if you want to call it that, moment between Obafemi and Ilya Dragunov. I said,
bro,
that is going to be very interesting when we come to that lane. Boy,
they're gonna have to reinforce the ring on this one, bro.
Yeah, even Ava over there, like, oh, I don't know about this one. I don't think NXT can handle this.
Hold on now. You got this big black Mata. You got M'Baku over here. And you got this dude Ilya Dragunov posting these workouts. Like, bro, there is nothing in this world that you are fighting for that requires you to work out that way.
M'Baku versus the Red Skull, god dang it. Oh man. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, that was a dope moment to see. Ilya Dragunov and Carmelo, continuing their eventual feud. If it's going where I think it's going, that was a nice moment as well.
They're teasing Tony D involved. Like, it's gonna be Carmelo and Tony D next week, where the winner gets to face Ilya for the NXT Championship. Now, do you think Trick is returning next week to call Carmelo? Is that the predictable route, or do you think he's gonna just give it to Carmelo? They've been teasing it.
See, it feels like a predictable route because I wouldn't mind. I think I told you this before on the previous episodes, but I wouldn't personally mind Melo winning, facing Ilya one more time, getting that win back, winning the championship, and then leading to Trick's return to where, Trick gets it.
Right. Okay. Now, the reason why I say that because it's like I feel like they just pivoted with Tony D getting back to this because he's been in the tag team with Stacks for, I guess, the better part of like 4 months now. Like, he's been in the tag team division, and it's like now he's like, I'm the Don. And it's like, oh yeah, you are the Don. And the way he did that with Carmelo, when he snapped and his security guards just dispersed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, goddamn, that was the boss. Like, bro, you just proved that you a boss.
Well, if that's the case and he's going to that route, I hope they get one more member of the family, then somebody that they could just pair up with Stacks, unless Stacks is going to be like the mid card guy or something.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Like, I know they had the other guy who's now in AEW ROH Purgatory, but I'm not. It's like I hope they do go that route too. Like, either that, or if he do go the mid card division, I guess he can go after the Heritage Cup.
You said I ain't going after over.
Yeah, because we got Baby Regal picking up the win. Charlie Dempsey, he finally unseated Noam Dar. So that was an interesting situation there.
Does this officially make Noam Dar and the Metaphor faces or no?
The way that Charlie and their group was cheating, I can see it.
Interesting.
We also had the Skinheads defeat Idris Inoue and Malik. I call the OC Skinheads, by the way, because they're bald.
Yet another L.
Yeah. So during Black Hit, you know what? You know what? I'm not finna let my blood pressure go up.
Yep.
I'm not gonna let my blood pressure go up.
At least.
But Malik is tall. Malik is tall as hell than all of them. I said that earlier. I was like, bro, you are towering over everybody. Almost Luke Gallows too.
Really? Wow.
He was like face to face with Luke Gallows a little bit, but it could have been just Gallows slouched over. But yeah, he was up there. I'm like, what in the hell were you this tall?
They do need to push Idris and Blade though, because they're nice. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they don't have a name. I don't know what's up with Black stables and tag teams not getting names, but
they did jokingly say they were BBC, but pause. But they, you can't merchandise that without getting called out by that community with the adult workers. So
big facts.
Let me see. Am I missing anything else that happened on NXT? I mean, Lyra Valkyria finally accepting Tatum Paxley, and this is going to be a match for next week. The Kabuki Warriors versus the women's champion and her. I guess you can say her Mickey to her Trish, if you will.
I'm glad they're finally defending these titles on NXT.
This needs to be a consistent thing.
Yes, it really does. It really does.
How do you feel about these tag team titles, Squintz?
The tag team titles?
Yeah, the women's tag team titles. I know everybody ready for them to be expunged and thrown in the dirt.
I feel like from the very beginning, they just haven't been used right. Like, I feel like from the very beginning, they've always just kind of been like I feel like Vince just gave them to us, just like, here, damn, take these damn titles. You've been wanting
nigga, damn, man, just
face. And well, I don't know. And then like, just with the whole Sasha and Naomi thing happening, with them like just kind of burying it and being like, oh, well, they didn't want to defend these titles, blah blah, and then they had to do another tournament. I feel like every few months we just have another like tournament, or like we're just stuck in a standstill with the women's tag team titles, if that makes sense.
Oh, it actually makes sense. Like I'm on the verge where they if they don't do something soon, they just need to just go ahead and make a mid card title and call it a day. And just call it a day. Like even if it's a women's television championship that go across both shows, or international championship that go across both shows, just make just do something so and give these women some stories, because we'll talk about. I might as well reference it here, but that tag team match that they had with Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark, nobody gave a fuck. The crowd did not care. They did not budge during the hot tags. Nothing. I'm like, bro, this is depressing. And I feel like we're saying the same thing every week, to the point where I just like, you know what? If you don't care, I don't care.
Yeah, and that's sad, bro. Because you can tell the women are trying, and you can tell that I guess Triple H is trying to make this. Yeah, you can tell they're at least trying. But when you've done, you know how they say, like when you
the damage is
drop a plate. Yeah, you know how they say the moment. There was a wise quote once that said, "When you break a plate, no matter how many times you put that and put those pieces back together, it's still always just damaged."
Right. Those titles are damaged.
Pretty much from all the years of what people did to them, management and creative wise. So,
what can you do? What can you really do? Well, outside of that, I mean, they also announced that the Chase U #1 contenders will face Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker for the tag team titles. Even though I think this is when they're going to take the titles off of them. I don't see them keeping Braun down there longer unless they want to have them go into stand and deliver. But if they don't drop him here to Chase U, then who knows? Because Braun even made his debut on SmackDown. He did not show up with that title.
That is true. He didn't. Yeah, we'll have to see how they play that out, man. I would think stand and deliver, but I wouldn't be surprised if they change hands there.
Right. All right, so I guess we can go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room, the situation.
Come on.
Matter of fact, I won't even say it.
Booker, what the?
The one and only, the chairman, Spears, is now back in NXT, and he's actually Shawn Spears. No longer Tye Dillinger. He is strictly the chairman, Shawn Spears. That's the gimmick. Like, because you know when we was doing those, they was doing those vignettes, teasing. People thought it was going to be Okada for some reason. Some people thought it was going to be Tama Tonga for some reason. Some people even thought it was going to be reintroduced Bo Dallas. But it turned out to be the one and only chairman, DPW's chairman, Shawn Spears. Let's get our thoughts, collective thoughts on this. Squintz, let's start with you, brother, since you are an esteemed guest.
I love Shawn Spears. I love Shawn Spears. I'm gonna get that out the way. And I was at work, and when I'm at break and there's wrestling on, I just scroll through my phone real quick to check like results, and I seen Tye Dillinger. I seen someone say, I think it was your tweet. You said Tye Spears or some shit.
Because I thought because they were censoring, like, because the crowd was saying, "Holy shit!"
Yeah,
they kept censoring it, and I heard someone say Tye, and then I heard Vic say Spears. I was like, did they say Tye Spears? I was trying to figure out what they were saying, but then when they did the Von Wagner versus Lexis King match, they confirmed that he's going by Shawn Spears. So no more Tye Dillinger.
I couldn't believe it. I thought I didn't know he was not with AEW. I knew his contract expired, but I thought he was going to go back.
Nah, he said he was done. I was like, oh, I thought he was going to return at the Rumble.
Yeah, I could have seen him doing a one-off there. But like when I seen it, I immediately texted my brother. My brother said, "What are you talking about?" And then I was like, "No." And I sent him the video you just showed, and he was like, "No shot." And like people are telling me, they're like, "Who in the year 2024 is here for a Shawn Spears return?" Me. I'm not expecting him to go after him fucking dethrone Roman or nothing. I'm expecting him to be there and just help out the younger talent because that's what he's there for. That's
been my entire philosophy and thought process because it's like Shawn has a wrestling school in Florida. He trained Chris Danger for those of you who watch DPW and Tank Ops, and it's like it makes sense. Like you have all this incredible talent that needs training. What better way to get more training outside of the dungeon with Natalya than to use flatback? Is it flatback wrestling? I believe that's what it is. With Shawn Spears and Tyler Breeze, who's also on a Legends deal with WWE and WWE 2K. So it's like it's a no-brainer. Like that's what cracks me up about social media. They be like, they act like they don't care, but it's like, in my opinion, if you don't care, you wouldn't react.
Facts. Big facts.
But you're out here reacting like, oh, he was gone. You know that nigga. You know that man was gone. You know he was gone. He made a whole tweet about it. He's like, I enjoyed my time in AEW, but it's time for me to move on. If I know that without even tweeting out his name, you know that because y'all literally live and breathe everything that AEW, WWE is doing. So come on now. Just say I wish you luck or just shut up at this point. That's where I'm at. But I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with this because he even cut a promo. So the reason why he attacked Ridge is because he want to be Ridge's friend. If that ain't some twisted shit, like what? You attacked me with a steel chair and you want to be my friend? Like when I saw that man cut this promo looking like this in a vest with no shirt on, I already knew he was on Demon Time.
Oh yeah, man. Dog.
But Hi-Lite, what you think about this?
Like you gentlemen, man, this is just a full court sweep, man. I love it. I'm happy to see him back home. Honestly, it just, AEW wasn't doing nothing with him. Not since the first couple of years. And the unspoken factors with Cody being back in the company, it's like a reunited kind of situation too. If you notice, like that first couple years of AEW seemed to slowly be making their way to WWE. And so this is real good. Like y'all said, I mean, regardless of if it's a developmental situation where he's just helping the young talent or they give him a little mini push for a while and then he transitions to that role, I'm all here for it, man. At the end of the day, this man can go and he is one hell of a piece to have for your company. I'm sorry that AEW did not see that or missed it somewhere along the way, but hey, he's back. Game time, baby. Game time. Game time.
Yeah, man, that's our thoughts on NXT. It was pre-taped. It was a like if you outside of that, it was pretty much your standard. They're building to Roadblock next week and then stand and deliver after that. But yeah, NXT has been consistently entertaining. 120 minutes of television for me. So that's one of my mainstays. That's the reason why we do this show after NXT because it's like it's a vibe. We talk about it. I didn't really do too much tweeting this week because I was literally at a show all day, so I didn't have time to prep for anything. I was spending time just prepping during the show. But yeah, check out NXT. If you definitely check out Shawn Spears' return or re-debut. So.
Didn't they also announce tonight? I think I seen something. Dijak and Gacy and
oh yeah, and Ambrose, pretty much Ambrose's match, like it's a asylum match. Remember, remember when he did when it was him, Ambrose, well, Mox and Jericho in that asylum at like Extreme Rules. What was it, 2016? 20?
Yeah, sound about right.
15, something around that. Whenever Jericho was there full time, that was the last time.
Because 16 is when Ambrose started getting his big real title push, I believe.
Oh, okay. So yeah, 2015. Okay. That's when they had it. And that was an interesting concept. So that entire situation with Joe Gacy and Dijak, where they are committing felonies online and on TV. and it's like, all right, I'm not finna snitch, because I'm no snitch. Snitches get stitches. But NXT continues to be an interesting television show, but I never turn it away, because it's like they got the beautiful women. Shout out Jada Parker once again, breaking the internet, looking fine as always. Shout out Jakara Jackson, Roxanne Perez with her crazy self, with her hot head self, because she needs anger management problem. Ariana Grace, got to give her some love, because she is hilarious like her father, if not more hilarious. But she's hilarious. There's so many, like, the women are cooking. Lyra, Tatum, they're cooking. So, hey man, I'm intrigued what they're gonna do next week for NXT Roadblock. We'll I guess next week's episode will be our post show for Roadblock, because it's just a special episode. So we'll definitely talk about it for next week. And it's looking like they're not really promoting too much, because it's just another special episode, but it'll still be fun. Nice. So we'll definitely.
Till the club go around here, I'm a cactus. Bang bang gang, got an OU jack. When I'm in the ring, it's just me and my best friends. OC cutting no slack. Hollywood Miz, you can put me on the A-list. Gresh Unleashed, better put it on your playlist. Me and my fam be ballin' like the Bruce. Fight night, baby, hard hitting like Sheamus. Family first, yes, bloodline business. Winning all the gold, look at how they witness.